Happy Thursday. This is James chapter 3. I'm reading. Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct, let him show his works in the meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. So we are in this ongoing reflection on what kind of people should we be. And we are getting here in James 3 a template against which we can measure ourselves. So let me note that we do not, you do not, I do not want to compare ourselves with other people. Comparison is a fatally flawed exercise. It's almost perfectly meaningless. We compare from a distance. We can often, we can end up feeling better or worse about ourselves based on who we pick to compare ourselves to and what aspect of their life we choose to compare ourselves to. It's all very selective. It doesn't mean anything. We are instructed and sort of coached in Scripture that if we want to compare ourselves to someone, we compare ourselves to Jesus, or we compare ourselves to the law. So one of the purposes of the law is to be the standard by which we can understand how we are doing, what we should do, and how we're doing. In today's passage, we move past the two positive ones, so we want to be other-centered and we want to be humble, and we now have two negative ones that are listed: envy and selfish ambition. So today, I'm simply going to say something about envy. I don't know whether you suffer from envy. I honestly used to be very envious of other people, and I'm thankful to say it's not one of, doesn't make my top 10 list of sins at the moment, for which I am very thankful, because envy, of all the sins, I think envy is the worst in that it gives no pleasure. Other sins at least can temporarily have some upside to them. We often sin because we think it's going to get us out of trouble or we think it's going to be fun. Those are very short-lived, but at least there's a few moments there. Generally with envy, we're just feeling, we want somebody else's life, or we want them to do badly. And I'm not just simply talking about if you're golfing, you hope your opponent misses their putt or something like that. I'm just talking about how something good can happen to somebody else and we don't take joy for them, but we just wish that it was us. Life is so much more fun when you can just celebrate with them that something good happened as opposed to wishing that it had been you. And so envy is one of the 7 deadly sins. This is a list you don't find in the Bible. It's a list that was created by the desert fathers who went out into the desert not because they were trying to get away from sin, but because they knew they were going to be not able to be distracted from the sins in their own life. And envy was one of them. So name envy as a sin. You do not want to be envious, and ask the Spirit of God to help you move past envy. Life is so much better when you do. Have a good day.